Greetings, viewers, YouTubers, interwebers. My name is Byron. This is my foodie channel. I am the Bull. This week's video, I'm going to construct a O'Brien skillet. So it's going to have some potatoes, some cheese, eggs, veggies in there. And I'll do this overhead shot of that. So the audio is a little less than desired on this one, but it's all just rolling camera anyhow. So anyway, if you do like this video, leave me a like in the comments, add some comments, consider subscribing, and consider sharing with your friends so I can grow this channel. And without further ado, the video. Alright, today we're gonna do some O'Brien potato hash kind of skillet. So the pan is heating. I'm going to kind of stretch my extra virgin with a little corn oil. What do you need, honey? Exactly what I thought. Good talk. So, like I said, I'm gonna heat up this oil and get some O'Brien potatoes going in here. I have some onion, some green and red pepper, and a little bit of celery. And I will add those two. And then I had some leftover sausage that we'll add for meat. And we'll put some egg in there. And that will make our dish complete. A little cheese, a little tomato to top, and we'll be eating good tonight.
Daddy.
Yes, Nia?
Daddy.
Yes. Crispy hash. This is over like a medium-high heat, so I'll turn the fan on in a minute here, but I just brown these up real good. Since the veggies I have are frozen, I don't need to put them in right away, because otherwise they'll get mushy. So we will let this brown and revisit in a few minutes. Alright, it's been a few minutes later. As you can see, the bottoms are starting to brown a little bit. And the potatoes are defrosted, so they're actually starting to brown up nicely. What I'm going to do to kind of speed this process along is put some butter in here. And I typically will use unsalted butter almost all the time. I figure I can add salt to it, and things usually have a lot of salt in them from preservatives and whatever. So I usually just roll with the salt-free version when we get our butter. So this will help to get these nice and crispy and golden. I put in about 3 tablespoons of butter in here to give it that nice rich flavor. And that'll help with the butter, with the oils to bring out some goldenness in this. And I will add my aromatics shortly here. So I'll give this time to crisp up a little bit. And again, I'm still on the medium-high heat because I want the potatoes to be crispy. But I don't want the oil to burn, and I don't want the potatoes to cook too quickly. So I'll let this do its thing here in this butter. And then I'll add the aromatics and the Iraqi. Alright, give it a couple more minutes. And the potatoes are crisping up quite nicely here. So I'm going to add the aromatics, which is going to reduce the heat because they're all frozen, but it won't take very long to heat back. Like I said again, we got some red pepper, green pepper, a little celery, and some onion. And while this is cooking, I chopped up the chicken sausage. So that will also be added to this shortly. And I'll distribute the cold so everything can kind of reheat back up. And then we'll toss the meat in and let everything get married. And then we'll be eating good. I will scramble a couple of eggs too, just to make everything real restaurant-y like. So I'm gonna give this a couple minutes to kind of crisp back up. And let the aromatics do their thing in the potatoes. And then we'll add eggs and we'll be eating. All right, it's time to add the sausage. Give everything a stir. Let this crisp up just a little bit more. And while that crisps up, I will cook the eggs. And I could throw them in there, but I like them, I don't know, I will put them in separate. They stay a little puffier, so I prefer to do it that way. So I'm just going to turn this on the side here. The right one would work better. Just going to move the camera just a little bit. Put a little olive oil in there. A little bit of corn oil, and that helps stretch it out. These pans are thirsty for oil. Eggs seem to stick, oil them generously. So I typically do. And for my eggs, I usually just kind of fold them in, sort of like an omelet. So while it cooks on the edges, I'll just run this back in. And I'll do that in like the 4 directions. All right, back up, honey. It's hot. Yeah, we're gonna eat soon. We're gonna eat soon. But I need you back up though, it's hot.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, now this I'm just going to cut off and flip one couple more times because I don't want my eggs too done. Obviously I don't want them raw in the middle, but the heat from the pan will keep cooking them. So I'll just flip these over real good and then let that runny part kind of cook up as the heat from the pan continues to cook on the eggs. And then from here we're going to plate up and I'll take a picture and this will go on the reel for editing. Oh yeah. Alright, little bonus feature today. I have a little bit left over. We had some extra tortilla shells that I have heated. So So we're gonna make these into breakfast burritos for in the morning. So just cheese. And we'll add our topping. And we will get down in the morning. None wasted. These, I believe, are 10-inch shells. Yes, my dog is hungry. And my kid is loud. What are you gonna do? Like I said, I make these videos on the go while I'm cooking. These will turn into some breakfast burrito. Here's your one. Part two. And I'll get these in a bag and we will eat good in the morning.